Hello friends, welcome to my channel Study Time. So here we are with the next video on the examples of addition and subtraction. So if you have not watched my previous video, then I'll add the link in the description box. Please go and watch that video so you'll understand better. So starting with the first example, 15 plus of minus 8. How we'll write this? 15 plus of minus 8. Plus and minus would be minus. So 15 minus 8. We'll perform the operation of subtraction. Why? Because there is subtraction. How the subtraction comes? Plus and minus will be minus from the basic rules that we have studied in the video 1 that I'll add link in the description box. You can go and watch these basic rules from there. So 15 minus of 8 would be 7. And how we'll put the sign? Sign is always of the greater number. So in 15 and 8, which one is the greater number? 15. 15 is the greater number. So the sign is of positive. Next is minus 32 plus 47. We can write 47 here also, or we can write 47 here also. That doesn't matter. Why? Because addition holds commutative property. That is a plus b is equal to b plus a. It doesn't matter whether we write minus 32 here or 47 here. The answer would be same for both the cases. So 47 plus minus 32. The plus is this plus and minus is the minus of 32. So plus and minus would be minus. Same like this case. Plus and minus would be minus. These operations are coming from the basic rules that I have taught in video. Please go and watch that video. So plus and minus would be minus. So we are subtracting 32 from 47. 7 minus 2, that is 5, and 4 minus 3, that is 1. The sign would be of positive. Why? Because the sign is always of the greater number, and 47 is the greater number. That's why the sign is positive. Here, the next one is minus 48 plus minus 36. So, minus 48 plus minus of 36. Plus and minus, the answer would be same, minus. Then minus 48 and minus 36. Now, both the signs are minus. We will add in this case when both the signs are minus. Here one sign is minus plus and one sign is minus. That's why we are performing subtraction in this case. But here both the signs are minus. So we'll add here. The operation would be addition. So 8 plus 6, that is 14, 4. 1 goes to the carry. 4 plus 1, 5 and 3, 8. 84. Add the sign. Sign would always be minus. Because here is also minus, here is also minus. The sign would be minus. Here we don't use the funda of the greater number sign. Why? Because both the signs are negative, so we'll always put a negative. If both the signs are positive, then what we'll do? We'll simply put positive. The next example is 2035 minus 2035 plus 297. Okay, so we'll write 297 here plus minus of 2035. Plus and minus would be minus. Similarly, we are doing in first one, second one, third one, next one also, plus and minus would be minus. So now we have to invert these. Why? Because you can't minus 2035 from 297. Why? Because 297 is a smaller number and 2035 is a greater number. So 297 above and 2035 below. 2035 minus of 297. Now you can easily minus 297 from 2035. How we'll do this? We'll take a borrow from here. It would become 15. 15 minus 7, that is 8. And here what would remain if you give one borrow to this? 2. Okay. Here what would remain? 2. So now when you'll borrow this, it would become 12. 12 minus 9, the answer would be 3. And what here become? Here become 9. 9 minus 2, 7. And we have taken the borrow from here. So here it would become 1. So 1 will go like that only. And now the main question comes, what is the sign? Sign is positive. Why? Because we'll use the sign would be negative. Why? Because this minus sign is of here, not here. So the sign here would be negative. Because we'll use the sign of greater number. Hence 2035 is a greater number. That's why we are putting the sign of greater number. So the next example is minus of 1000 plus 438. We write 438 plus of minus of 1000 plus and minus would be minus here, like we have written here. Plus and minus would be minus from the basic rules, and plus 438 is there. So one is plus, one is minus. The operation that we would perform would be subtraction. So we'll minus 438 from 1000. How? Here it would become 10. 10 minus 8, 2. Here it would become 9. 9 minus 3, 6. And here also it would become 9. So 9 minus 4, 5. And we are taking the borrow from 1. So 1 would become 0. So here is 0. And the sign would be of minus. Why? Because sign is always of the greater number. So 1000 is the greater number among these two. So sign would be of subtraction. The next example is minus 64 plus 0. We have learned it before in a property that whatever number we are adding in 0, the answer would always be the same number. So minus 64 plus 0. 0 means nothing. So the answer would be minus 64. We can see it here also by the example. Minus 64 plus 0. Plus and minus, minus, the sign of greater number. 64 is a greater number among these two, sign is minus. And we are subtracting here 4 minus 0, 4 and 6, 6. So that's why whatever number we add in 0, the answer would always be the same number. Either it is a positive number or it is a negative number. So next one is the additive inverse. How we find the additive inverse? This is one of the easiest problem in the addition and subtraction of integers. So let us solve with an example. We have to find the additive inverse of 256. Additive inverse are having all the same magnitude always. So 256 and 256. Only the sign is different. Here the sign is positive, here the sign is negative. So whenever we have to find the additive inverse of any number, we always have to change the sign, but we'll keep the magnitude. Magnitude is this one. We'll keep the magnitude same. 256, 256, only sign is changed. Here also you can see 83, 83. The magnitude is same, only the sign is different. The sign here is negative and the sign here is positive. So whenever we are finding additive inverse, we'll always reverse the sign. If it is positive, we'll reverse it to negative, and if it is negative, we'll reverse it to positive, and by keeping the magnitude same. So the next example that we are coming forward is simplify. Minus 13 minus 27 plus minus 25 minus of minus 40. What we'll do here, minus 13, minus and minus. We have studied in the basic rule that minus, when this kind of operation is there, the answer would always be plus. So here you are saying minus and minus. So the answer would be plus. We have studied the 4 basic operation. Plus and minus would be minus. Minus and plus would be minus, and plus would be plus. So these are the basic operations that I am talking about. So minus and minus would be plus. Now next one, the plus sign would remain same. Minus 25. Here also minus and minus, that would become plus 40. So first we have to solve this one, then we have to solve this one, and then we have to add these two. So 27 plus of minus 13. Now plus and minus would be minus. From the basic rules, plus and minus would be minus. See, now 27, we are subtracting 13 from 27. So the answer would be 14. 7 minus 3, that is 4, and 2 minus 1, that is 1. And the sign would be of a positive number. Why? Because we'll always put the sign of the greater number that is there. So 27 is the greater number. 27 is positive, 27 is a greater number, so we put the sign of plus. The next one is minus 25 plus 40. Minus 25 plus 40. We can write in this way because 40 will write here and 25 will write here. Why? Because in this type of subtraction, it is difficult to subtract because 25 is a smaller number. So it's difficult to subtract 25 from 40. So we'll write 40 here and 25 here. So 10 minus, here we'll borrow 1. So it would become 10. 10 minus 5, that would be 5. And here it would become 3. And 3 minus 2, that is 1. So the answer would be 15. And what sign will put? Sign will always put of greater number, that is positive. So this will become 14 and this will become 15. So 14 plus 15, we'll do it like this. 14 plus 15. 5 plus 4, that is 9, and 1 plus 1, that is 229. So by solving this whole equation, the answer would become 29. So from this video, I'll conclude with the addition and subtraction of integers. And if you have not yet liked my previous video and watched my previous video, do watch it. It would be easier for you to clear your concepts on integer. And one of the main important thing that I would like to tell in this video is always remember these basic rules. These are one of the most fundamental blocks of integers. If you remember these, I don't think so you'll ever confuse in solving any of the problem of integers. So thank you.